What's going on? What's going on, guys? This is your man, Crypto Batman. Crypto Batman, what's going on, everyone? Good to see you guys tonight. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me. We got a lot of familiar names in the chat. Great to see you guys. We got Slayblaze. We've got Road Jogan. We've got Hump Deezy. We've got Louis Doge Millie. We've got Particle. We got Larry Ramirez. We've got The Rock Lobster. We've got Dustin Collins, Hump Deezy. Louis Doge Millie starting things off with a $2 super chat. Good evening, y'all. Happy birthday to Kobasu. Yeah. So great to see you guys. Great to see you guys. Hold on, I gotta grab some bee fuel. Gotta get that bee fuel, you guys. So what's going on? What's going on, guys? Great to see you. Great to see you. Sorry, I'm a little bit out of sorts right now, but we're just getting it together over here. Esteban starting things off with a $5 super chat. Come to Angie's French Fries Emporium, where friendship and French fries go hand in hand. I don't know. That must be like a jingle that I haven't heard of, or you're referencing something that I am unfamiliar with. Yes. Moonbats, assemble! Yes, indeed. What is going on, guys? Thank you for joining. If you could just smash that like button before we get started, I would appreciate that. If you're new here, you're watching Crypto Batman Live. I am Crypto Batman, so feel free to hit that subscribe, hit all on that notification bell. And of course, if you feel compelled to super chat anywhere throughout the duration of this broadcast, that's hugely appreciated. Helps keep the lights on over here, quite literally. Captain Jack, welcome. Northwoods Peachtree, welcome. Crypto Tank Girl, welcome. Chris W. All right, guys. All right. So I just got out of the bath. Just got out of my hot tub, rather. Just got out of my hot tub. And I was sucking down some brewskis in my backyard in my hot tub in my Speedo. So you guys just caught me fresh on the tail end of that. Rock Lobster coming in with a $20 make you holler. I love it. Thank you for that. Looking groovy, dude. Hey, I'm doing my best. What do you guys think? How's it doing? 1 through 10. How close am I? Yeah, we are doing it to it. Let's get down to it, boppers. Sorry about the show last night. I was experiencing some health issues that I couldn't go live last night on Halloween, so we're just kind of doing it delayed. And I think I'm going to go as Crypto Batman tomorrow night too with Nick. Nick's going to be on with me as well as the Tiger King, so we're going to do it that way. But I couldn't be just Crypto Batman for one night. I got to be Crypto Batman. Got to give it 2 nights. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Anyway, welcome to Crypto Batman Live. Just hanging out, drinking bee fuel, just seeing what's up with you guys, My nephew's like, what's going on? What do you mean you can't take this seriously right now? What do you mean? What do you mean? Sliding Edge coming in with a $2 super chat. Dude, you're a dead ringer. All right, I'll take it. Appreciate it. Yes. I'll get to a little crab dance in a bit, guys. Emperor Doge says it's a 10. I got nailed it with a 10. Yes, we'll have to let the goose loose. Just got to make sure my forehead stays on, guys. I cannot lose my forehead right now. From downtown. Welcome, guys. Well, I'm just going to start getting through some news I wanted to get to. I will try to do it with a straight face, but no guarantees. Chris W. coming in with a $20 super chat. Thank you, Chris W. Appreciate you, man. Brewskis, me too. Nice rock and roll outfit. Right on. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for your support. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Artifact. I don't have an artifact. My artifact is, both of my artifacts are unavailable tonight, but I will be going again as Crypto Batman tomorrow. And Nick will be coming on as the Tiger King. And guys, Doge is doing pretty good right now. All things considered, all the naysayers said that Doge would be about 24 cents right now. The fact that we're hanging on right around 27 cents after complete pullbacks and retracements is pretty darn good, actually. That is not financial advice. That is financial fried rice. Just so you guys know, that's the disclaimer. That's the disclaimer. What's going on, bro? People are wondering, what am I supposed to do? What's going on?
What are you doing, step bro?
That's what's going on. That's what's going on. So, I need the Crypto Batman costume in stores next year. Maybe that will be my new. Maybe that will be my new company. Maybe that will be my new breakout, is making Crypto Batman Halloween costumes. I think I would have to. I think I'd have to go at least 50-50 in with the OG. Sheesh. 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 Yes, yes. You guys, this is not funny. I'm trying to do a show here. It's not funny. This really isn't funny.
What are you doing, step bro?
Yeah, we got to keep it professional here, guys. We got to keep it professional. You know, there was a Chinese restaurant I used to go to as a kid that was right up the street from my parents' house, and they talked with a very thick accent. And my favorite thing to order there was vegetable fried rice. And every time I would order it to go, the woman that would take my order would say it back to me. She would say, "Okay, vegetable fried rice." Fried rice. And I would just go, I mean, yeah, I guess that's what I want. Dude, seriously, Steven, when are you going to have a stream with Crypto Batman? You've got to ask Crypto Batman that. You guys have to ask Crypto Batman that. I have to just put back in his score. He knows he has an open invite here. We're friends. We're cool. We're very cool, actually. But he hasn't come on the stream here, and he knows he has an open invite. It could be Crypto Batman versus the Man of Steel. Ba-dum-tsh. I want my name on the wall. I'll have to quickly. I think I've got a. I think I got a Sharpie around here somewhere, but I think my landlord may object. May object. Is your wife going to bring you dinner while streaming? Not my wife, but Donna's in the chat. Oh my God, you guys, we have a serious show to do here. This is you know, we got to get the laughs out of the way because we have to be serious now.
What are you doing, step bro?
Okay, we just have to get serious now. So let me get to some of the stories, and I'll keep an eye on the chat, and we'll just kind of play it by ear here. Okay, guys? Okay. So the top of the story is Burger King is partnering with Robinhood to give away 2.6 billion, or million. Billion would be really incredible, but million's great, of crypto to the fast food chain's loyalty club members. Burger King is giving its U.S. loyalty club members a chance to win either Bitcoin, Ether, or Dogecoin. Customers must have a minimum purchase of $5 from November 1st to the 21st. Fast food chain Burger King is partnering with the trading platform Robinhood. Oh my gosh, I hate all these freaking pop-up ads. I hate going on websites that's just nothing but pop-up ads. At current prices, a total of 2.6 million is at stake, with 20 Bitcoin available. After ordering through a Burger King app. Customers will receive a prize code via email. They must have or create a Robinhood account to claim their prize. Guys, I think this is absolutely brilliant marketing. Brilliant marketing on both ends, from Robinhood and Burger King. The promo comes after Robinhood's third quarter earnings result missed analysts' estimates, with revenue from crypto trading failing 78% to 51 million from 233 million in the prior quarter, when Dogecoin made up 62% of the crypto transactions. You guys, 62%. Dogecoin makes up 62% of all Robinhood crypto transactions. Far and away, their number one breadwinner. So, are the wallets coming? 100%. When are they coming? At the latest, early 2022, guys. Superchat is to upgrade the wig. You guys, do you realize how rare and difficult it is to find a wig that's balding in the front, that's just got a long blonde hair all around it? Not many people specialize in this sort of thing. What do you guys like to eat at Burger King? What's your favorite thing to eat at Burger King? Yeah, so Burger King with a side of crypto is what they're calling it, powered by Robinhood Crypto. Spend $5 as a Burger King Royal Perks member for a chance to earn Dogecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. Now, interesting marketing there. Pretty cool, huh? How often have you seen the big three listed like that in that order? Not often. So this is actually the official promotion from Burger King. It says, spend $5 as a Burger King Royal Perks member for a chance to earn Dogecoin, Ethereum, or Bitcoin. Bruh. Sheesh. Slide Edge coming in with $2 super chat. What are the chances of AMC accepts Sheeb? Twitter poll. Oh, I don't know. I'd probably say 60%. They'll just pile it on with the rest of them at this point. I think they're going to be. I personally think they're going to be underwhelmed with the results of accepting that, but it probably is not going to cost them a whole lot to format it that way either. But I think the CEO of AMC will quickly learn far and away what the most money out of all the digital currencies will be accumulated from, and I believe that'll be Dogecoin. I think it'll be very clear after the first quarter earnings reports. Tiger King needs to act like the real deal in real life. I'm not sure what that means. But I know Tiger King coin is doing extremely well lately. Let me quick check it. Just pulling up a Tiger King chart here. Yeah, Tiger King coin has been ripping, you guys. I mean, the last 3 or 4 days, it's just been on an absolute tear. I mean, it's just steadily going up and up and up with minor healthy retracements. I mean, the charting looks really good. We'll see where it goes. But as of right now, it's been looking incredibly bullish. Yeah. Ooh, thoughts on Jungle Freaks. So that one stung. Because I had invested a pretty good chunk into 2 Jungle Freaks. That's a tricky one. That's a very nuanced topic. Put it this way: the father and son both just released like a 5-minute video on YouTube explaining some more of the context around his previous work. And I will just say that I think that that context is important when you are weighing the totality of that situation. NetPro Family Values, a.k.a. Donna Tabuki. Thank you so much, Donna. Appreciate you. Thank you for the $20 super chat. Help keeping the lights on over here at the Crypto Batman headquarters. No questions here. If I don't contribute to keeping your lights on, I won't sleep. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Much appreciate. Yeah, so basically what happened with the Jungle Freaks situation is that the artist, he's about 72 years old for that project. He used to work for Hustler magazine as an animator for them, a cartoonist rather for them for decades, like 40 plus years. And so what happened is some people went digging around and found some very unsavory images that were really could be viewed as very racially charged. So the thing is, though, back then, Larry Flynt was just a very strong activist and proponent of freedom of speech, and he pushed the bounds in every different direction, and the idea was to be as lewd and offensive as possible, making fun of everyone. And so how that translates into today's world, obviously not the best. But context matters. I'll just leave it at that. Crypto Tank Girl coming in with a $5 super chat. Dun 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 dun. Still kicking with my crypto homies. Haha. Thank you for your 5 months of membership, Crypto Tank Girl. Appreciate you so much. Michael C, $5 super chat. You should look at Satima. It's got excellent potential and is steadily moving up. Big things coming November 13th at their Vegas event. Check it out. Now, is Satima an NFT project or a crypto? I've never heard of it before. It sounds very much like a particular a particular ingredient in the devil's lettuce, but I don't know if that's just a coincidence or not. Slide Edge coming with a $2 super chat. How do we feel with Elon hitting back at the UN funding? Guys, a great question. Sliding Edge, this was one of my top stories tonight. To get into this. I mean, there's so much Elon news right now. Just really, there's so much happening in terms of Elon news. Just crazy. I have so many links and notes for that, and so I'm looking at some of those right now. Elon Musk says he's willing to spend. Oh, this was one of them. So I don't have a lot of research that I did on his recent thoughts on the UN. I know that recently people came against Elon Musk. There's a lot of mainstream media news articles that were like Elon Musk could take could solve world hunger with just $2 billion of his total income. But he decides that he wants to go to space instead, and this sort of thing. And this narrative really kind of permeated all the way across a lot of the media. And so Elon struck back and said, look, I will pledge to you $6 billion to solve world hunger if you can show me and give me a clear plan and metrics that would be proven to be effective. I'll put up $6 million right now. So he kind of called that narrative out and is willing to take it with decisive action and huge income. Of course, they're still floundering for answers there. It will be interesting to see how that develops and see if some great minds can get together and come up with a plan to help solve that. So yeah. Satama is from One Punch Man. It's a meme coin. Okay, got it. Thank you. I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. Now it's very difficult for me to just assess a certain cryptocurrency on the fly while I'm live here. So, Sliding Edge $2. Willing to wait. No need to jump the steel gun. Yes. Yeah. We'll get to it. I definitely have more Elon-centric news that I want to cover. Speaking of which, just dovetailing off of what I just said there, CNBC just reported Elon Musk said he's willing to spend $6 billion to fight world hunger on one condition. Elon Musk is now worth $300 billion. I can't even begin to wrap my head around that sort of money. It just makes me go, sheesh. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO, whose net worth has ballooned more than $140 billion this year, thanks largely to the skyrocketing value of his electric automaker, tweeted Sunday that he was willing to consider a proposal from the United Nations official who said that a $6 billion donation from one of the world's wealthiest people could stop world hunger. Last week, David Beasley, director of the UN's food program, told CNN that it was time for the ultra wealthy to step up now on a one-time basis in order to help 42 million people that are literally going to die if we don't reach them. He specifically mentioned Elon Musk and Amazon CEO Jeff Bezos, two of the richest men in the world. On Sunday, Musk replied to a Twitter user who pointed out that $6 billion would be just about 2% of his net worth. Musk said that if the WFP could describe exactly how the donation would solve world hunger, he would sell Tesla stock right now and do it. Bada bing, right? In a follow-up tweet, Musk added that the UN plan must include open source accounting so that the public sees precisely how the money is spent. I agree. I think that's a really wise caveat on behalf of Elon. Open source, right? Open source accounting so that they sees how the money is precisely how it's spent. Because so many times, money can get allotted to particular missions like this, and where it goes just gets completely obfuscated shortly after it's donated. We see this time and time again. When different parts of the world offer particular countries relief funds and foreign aid, and sometimes those corrupt institutions and corrupt governments end up hoarding most of that money dedicated to those to the financial aid and to these respective causes, and it never gets to the people. So I think that's a very good caveat, and I think Elon Musk is showing that he's willing to do something, that he's not this cold, heartless billionaire just focused on going to Mars and nothing else, and doesn't care about our problems in existences. That's not a word, existences. Here on this planet. So he's willing to put $6 billion towards fighting and solving world hunger. He just needs some transparency he's just asking for, transparency from the UN in order to do that. Before he does that, it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. Why isn't Bezos not stepping up for world hunger? You know what's interesting is how most of the media has just been lambasting Elon Musk about the same things they could be going after Jeff Bezos over, but they seem to give Jeff Bezos a free pass while being very biased against Elon Musk. And I think that's because Elon calls certain aspects of the mainstream media out. And he doesn't always typically march to the beat of their drum and their narrative. He's his own man, as far as the way he expresses himself, much more than Jeff Bezos, and I don't think they like that. So I think they punish Elon Musk for disproportionately, and they go after him disproportionately compared to Jeff Bezos. I have zero in Satama still. Doge is still my main investment. Yeah, Doge is still my number one position as well. Yeah, definitely. Metabots token. Are you asking me about Metabots token? Sliding Edge, $2 super chat. Doesn't Gates have mega farmland? Yeah, he owns a lot of farmland. How much eludes me exactly, but I know he owns a lot, guys. He owns a lot. Whew. My glasses. I wonder what Crypto Batman's prescription is. Let's see here. But in terms of Metabots, I mean, we can take a quick look at that. That was one of the members only picks, but Metabots has been steadily doing really well. It went down and had about a rough week, I'd say, and then after that it just started ramping up. So that was a week of correction and accumulation, and it's been flying ever since. Today it's up about 16%. 16%. And actually, another one of my members' picks was Altura. Altura, just ripping right now. Today, it's up 25% just today. And you can become a member and get that sort of information when it matters most through clicking the link pinned at the top of the chat. It's literally just $4 a month, just $1 a week. And in return, you get a lot of members-only streams and content, and it's really great. And plus, we have a little more. We just deep dive further there, and we just get a little goofier over there as well. And everyone that comes over has a great time. So. His prescription is Xanax. Don't know who you're talking about. You guys have to be a little more precise on some of those comments, or else I'm not going to know what you're referring. Anyway, to kind of cap off the story, Musk. Let's see here. Mr. Beasley responded to Musk a few hours later, offering to be on the next flight to you, and saying that the executive can throw me out if you don't like what you hear. Beasley also said that a $6 billion figure wouldn't solve world hunger, but will prevent global political instability. Interesting how that goalpost all of a sudden moved, right? Will prevent global instability, mass migration, and save 42 million people on the brink of starvation. Maybe not. Maybe not. But what I do know is the allegation against Elon Musk before this conversation transpired with this individual on Twitter was Elon Musk can solve world hunger with just it was either $2 billion or 2% of his income. One of the two, which one eludes me, but that was the metric before, and now it's like, well, he's willing to put $6 billion behind it. No, so no, I'm looking at right here. Let's see. No, the headlines were Elon Musk could solve world hunger with just $2 billion of his income. So now that Elon Musk has called them out on this and is pledging to put $6 billion towards world hunger, with the caveat that the UN is totally transparent with the allocation of those resources, then now the representative is saying, oh, well, it wouldn't solve world hunger, but it would prevent global political instability. I mean, maybe not. By what metric? By what metrics, rather. It's like $2 per person at most would buy them one meal. Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. It just goes to show how little the mainstream media actually knew what they were talking about. And guys, this was a narrative that was propagated en masse from a lot of different places, a lot of different outlets. This was propagated en masse from so many different outlets in so many different directions over the last week. And I remember reading that, and I was like, that does not sound right. They cannot be serious with this. And where are they getting this narrative from? That's another thing, too. How come they're all using the same narrative to the exact number, right? It just seems so maliciously coordinated, and obviously turned out to be just bogus claims. Like, and then they have no accountability, no apology thereafter, no correcting the record, nothing like that. So, are we surprised? No, we're not surprised. We're not surprised. Sometimes you just got to take a look around and ask one very important question, guys. You just got to ask one very important question. You know what that question is?
What are you doing, step bro?
That's right. That's what you got to ask sometimes, guys. That's what you got to ask. Sometimes, folks, you just gotta do a little crab dance, make a little love, get down tonight. I'm probably really butchering the crab dance. And the thing is, I don't have a pro setup like Crypto Batman. I've got the pleb setup with like an $80 microphone laying 2 feet away from me. and I'm sitting on a sofa because I don't even have a proper like streaming desk yet. It's coming. But yeah, I think this is. No, he does this with his mouth. Oh yeah. So you know what though? I put this. How about this, folks? I will dress up as Crypto Batman again once I get my new streaming set up with a proper table and stuff, and then I can stand up and crab dance back and forth in front of the camera. Tried to join your Discord channel, but it seems like the link in your description is invalid. Discord's always, despite me having an open-ended validation setting on those links, they just always seem to do that. So I apologize for that. Let me put an updated, workable Discord link in the chat right now, guys. I'm putting that in the chat right now. Will you dress up as me? Sir, I have no idea what you look like. I don't know. How could I dress up as you? As your avatar? That'd be very difficult. Okay, well, next story here, folks. Next story. So, Squid Game cryptocurrency developers steal millions in purported rug pull scam. Wallet activity on Binance shows the investors' funds were transferred to Squid token Rug 2. Wow. So the developers even called it that on their wallets. The developers of the cryptocurrency inspired by the hit Netflix series Squid Game made off with millions of what appeared to be a rug pull scam after the project has been taken down. After launching after launching next week, the Squid token skyrocketed to a high of 2,861 before plunging to zero around 5:40 a.m. on Monday. Of course, it happens like when everyone's asleep, right? The meme coin market capitalization hit an estimated 2.2 million, according to CoinMarketCap, and that is a rug by any definition. We have a complete and total vertical line happening all at once to zero. Just awful. Wallet activity on Binance shows that the funds were transferred to Squid token Rug 2. My goodness. The audacity of these a-holes. The audacity. The transaction details were hidden using a protocol called Tornado Cash. The project's website on white paper, hosted at squidgame.cash. Folks, if you ever find yourself going to a website for a cryptocurrency that's not even .io or .net or .com, it's .cash, run to the hills. Run to the hills. Never invest in any cryptocurrency with a website that ends in .cash. That just already sounds like some of the sleaziest SHIT I've ever heard. Have also disappeared, and its Twitter account has been temporarily restricted for unusual activity. You don't say. In addition, some users noted on Twitter that the white paper, which contains several grammatical and spelling errors, outlined an anti-dump feature. Sure. That prevented investors from selling the token. We have received multiple reports that the website and socials are no longer functional and the users are not able to sell the token in PancakeSwap. A warning notice to CoinMarketCap's website reads, please do your own due diligence and exercise extreme caution. Guys, I'm just getting a text right now from Sadaf. She wants to be let in. Should we let her in? Should we let her on the air? Should we get Sadaf on the air here? Should we let Sadaf in? Press 1 if you guys want to see Sadaf let in on the show. Press 1. Rodrigo says, Steven, thank you for your recommendation on Altera, bought point 13. You're very welcome. I'll just give a disclaimer. Just keep a close eye on your investments or things that I recommend, because I rarely talk about these investments in the main channel, but these are membership things I usually talk about just in members only. So just be careful. It's going really well right now, but it could not go well. But what I did predict is that everything I was seeing was showing that what was going to happen now was going to happen. It still looks like it's going to keep going that way, but that could change. So don't be afraid to pull profits. Okay, don't be afraid to pull profits, and look out for yourself first and foremost. Okay. So a resounding, overwhelming. I got to put on my headphones to hear my co-hostess with the mostest. Just give me a moment here, Sadaf. I've got a lot of hair to get around. Let's see here. Sadaf, can you hear me?
Oh, hey!
Oh my gosh, she's with us. The lovely Sadaf Jadran. Ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, I love the hair.
Yeah, you like the look?
I'm driving, so I thought I'd jump on.
That is wonderful. Thank you for joining us. This is a marvelous little cameo. And you're driving right now?
Yeah, I'm driving, but I've got like an hour and a half drive, so I thought I'd jump on, chat to you guys.
So what do you think? What do you make of my new look, Sadaf? Are you fighting just to hold yourself back?
I can see it, and I'm going to ask if you're okay.
You're not the first person to ask that. For those of you who don't know, I have assumed the identity of Crypto Batman, who is a fellow streamer and a friend of mine. So if you watch a couple minutes of any Crypto Batman live stream, my aesthetic will make a lot more sense to you. So,
Not.
yeah. So here we are. And then tomorrow night I will be going on as Crypto Batman one more time with Nick dressed as the Tiger King.
Nice. Oh, yeah, Nick looked really good in that for his Halloween costume with his girlfriend. They both look good.
Yeah, definitely. So, what's good over in Sydney, Australia?
Oh, my God. Don't worry about Sydney, Australia. How about what happened this morning? And I am just getting attacked left, right, and center by a few internet boys.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even respond to these kids normally, but oh my God, I don't know if you guys have like kept up with, there's one particular guy that's kind of just gone for me. It's just stupid shit like, I've checked your accounts, you're not rich, why don't you just burn your token? Like, how the F is that anybody's, like, how is that going to make anybody's life any better? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But also, based on like whose standards, why am I doing that to get approval by who? Like, I've just put out a very unbiased opinion on my Twitter, and like these fanboys have just come out of nowhere. Like, who gives a shit if it goes to shit and I lose everything, or if somehow they redeem themselves and let's say they're given a chance to redeem themselves with context, whatever the situation is. My opinion was very unbiased, and it's literally people like this on the internet that just make it a really toxic place to be in.
Yeah, at times, at the end of the day, it's your money, your business, your decisions, right? And a lot of the times what we see in usually the crux of most tensions online dealing with either the NFT space or the crypto space usually comes down to other people making judgments about other projects and other people's investment decisions. And, that's really the crux at the bottom of almost every single conflict and every single bit of drama in relation to Twitter or NFT stuff. So what do you say, Sadaf?
Yeah, I agree. But it's just such a piss weak effort to come after me with, like, what I think one of his recent comments were, because he's like resharing everything, he's like retweeting everything and tagging inverse bra. He's like, someone needs to inverse bra this chick, she's so stupid. But just like, how does it make a difference to anybody's life what I'm doing?
Yeah, I don't know, but you're not the one to be trifled with. I know that much. You've got the beauty, you got the brains, and you've got the sass, and you're certainly not one to back down from as long as I've known you.
I wasn't actually going to respond, but I just thought, because I was actually being respectful, and I said to him, look, I haven't been disrespectful to you. I've agreed to disagree. You just need to move on, but clearly they can't. And that's how majority of the people that are, influenced by those major influencers who have decided to just go out there and cause the defamation without giving the accused the opportunity to speak. Those are the people that are actually causing the issues. Like, I don't want to speak about it too much, but it's just people like that on the internet just need to sometimes be responded to.
Yeah,
I can't see what the guys are chatting. Are they even aware of what's going on?
Most aren't, to a certain degree. I mean, most people aren't weren't invested in that project. A few people know. Yeah, a few people have alluded that they kind of generally know what's going on there.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sadaf. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh, no, you're right. I was just saying, when it comes to, in my post, I did mention, I'm not one to take sides of the, like, I'm not a sociopath to do that. But, this is coming from someone that's just been called a terrorist since 9/11. Like, just because I'm from Afghanistan, do you know what I mean? So anytime you met, before that, nobody knew what Afghanistan was or where it was, right? You'd meet people, they'd ask, and you'd say, and they wouldn't know. But ever since 9/11, like, anytime you mention that, they'd be like, okay, so, like, you guys know Osama bin Laden. No, I don't fucking know Osama bin Laden. It's like, how does that have any relevance to me in my life? Like, but yeah, so, like, for me, it's almost just become, like, a part of my identity, just being, like, ridiculed. So
Yes.
It's not that I was defending, but I think it's just important to let people speak before, and then let people make up their own minds. Just very similar to what we were speaking about a couple of weeks ago. The whole deal with censorship. I think it's a bit of an insult that people don't think I can, make my own judgment on anything that's on the internet. If they're going to censor that, then I think they think I probably have a complex. So it's good to give people an opportunity, and it could be anyone in this situation, right?
I hear what you're saying. I do think it's important to at least, like, hear people out and understand certain things, context in its totality, and just let people make up their minds for themselves on these sort of matters.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and so, this is it's a pretty wild thing that's transpired here, and it's a learning moment in a lot of different ways, on a lot of different levels that probably hasn't sunk in with the majority of people yet.
Yeah, and by no means are we, supporting racism in any degree.
Of course not.
And like I said, I do not support harm in any capacity, and I think it's it's definitely something that people need to be aware of. And for the accused, they need to address it. They need to do what they need to do to make it right. And some people may forgive, some people won't, but that's up to them, right? It's really sad that it's happened. But yeah, let's give people an opportunity, and then let's make our own mind up, and then stick to our own judgment.
Yeah, for those of you who are wondering, Sadaf is talking about the Jungle Freaks NFT project that has really stumbled over matters of controversy over the artists. Some of it is very, very provocative, very shocking kind of content. Yeah, from 40 or 50 years ago that he did for Hustler magazine. So that's what all this fallout is over, and it's just very interesting to see different people's reactions and ways of going about this. It's just it's interesting.
But then when that happened, I kind of just I posted a thread where I just kind of spoke about some of these bigger influencers that were just posting to their mass audience, and just canceling the project based on their judgment. I mean, one influencer literally started his thread with RIP Jungle Freaks from October to October, like with dates, like a eulogy. Like, how does anyone give themselves the right to, pronounce something dead, but announce something dead? But what it then did do in the entire thread was it was just a thread of, to me, just very narcissistic mixed signals. Like, it was, oh, I love this, and I think it's so wrong to, call these things out. But then again, he's wrong, and he shouldn't. It was so mixed. Like, it was almost like, I'm going to say both sides of I'm going to share both sides of the spectrum, so that in the event that it does do well, I still have a leg to stand on, and if it doesn't, then people can kind of, support me for calling it out. Like, it honestly sounded like that.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Was this particular influencer a total anonymous, or? Yeah,
and that's what I said. I said, I feel like people that are anon on here forfeit the right to even have, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, an opinion, because...
Well, yeah, to be an authority. I think from what you're telling me, also to influencer of that size to definitely wielded the power to completely devastate pretty much all the investors' investments, who are primarily made up of working class folks as well. Well, they're sitting just fine. So
yeah,
I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just kind of
not just like financially. They're not only sitting just fine because it's not a loss to them. They're sitting just fine because they never even purchased it to begin with. It was given to them for free. So, you're literally just, you're harming something without actually, like, if the creator came out and said, look, I did this and I don't care and I'm not sorry, or whatever, fair enough. Like, if you had a judgment like that, they hadn't even announced anything yet, and people were just going hard. And I just feel like the internet, we all know, you could be anyone, and the moment you become a target, just like the scammers now, right? The moment I hit about, I think, 8,000 followers, I'm constantly posting daily the numerous scammer accounts that have been created and using my it's something that comes with that kind of, I guess, publicity. You being out in the open gives people the opportunity to go and find absolutely anything from your past to promote that cancel culture. So I feel like if you're going to criticize someone who's been open and honest from the start, and everyone did, probably on our part, we probably should have done the research and we probably should have known these things. But, I mean, I'd have more respect for you if you were also doxxed and I could say, well, there's a face to that and this person isn't afraid to share their opinion. But you're anon, so it doesn't affect your life in any way whatsoever, and you're going to sit there and completely kill another project. That's not okay. Like, this cancel culture business is just, it's remarkable that it's such a common practice nowadays.
Well, what do you make of their most recent statement, the father and sons that are leading up that project still? Their most recent statements of kind of trying to put some things into context of what the objectives of Hustler magazine were back in those days, 40 plus years ago. Larry Flynt has had a long history of being a free speech activist, and his intention was to pretty much offend everybody under the sun and really push the limits in efforts to what he saw as preserving our freedom of speech here in the United States. Now, the statements made from the father and the son are putting that into context and are saying, well, look, we don't support those images. We don't support what the actual literal sentiments of what was portrayed in those images. Those were purposely bombastic to put a mirror on the most disgusting segments of American society back then. What do you make of that?
So again, exactly what I said in my thread. Now that they've made a statement, it is up to each individual to decide, okay, I feel that's genuine, and I think they deserve a chance, or for people to think, no, I don't buy it, and there's no way I want to contribute to you, your project, or your success. Like, it is up to the individual, but now they've spoken, right? So you can make your own judgment, and me or nobody else on the internet should influence what that should be. But from my own personal experience, after 9/11, a lot of people that, you know, I met either in the working space or, you know, at university, the moment they knew my background and my religion, it was there. The stigma was there. They didn't want to have anything to do with me until they got to know me. And I would hear everything that was said about me just because of the way I lived my life. And then the moment they would actually start a conversation with me and get to understand me, they were accepting of that. Now, imagine if I told each and every single one of these people to get effed because they didn't like me from the beginning. Mm-hmm. I think it's almost a different, like, you need to be on a different level to be able to comprehend, you know, just people in general, their decision-making skills, and how you can, it's the people service, man. Like, you need to be able to have some sort of critical, like, thinking ability to either understand that people are just misinformed, or like in this case, it was a job that they were given or whatever it is, right? And then I'm not promoting the fact that you have to forgive because they've apologized, but understand. So in my case, it would be, you know, understand that I don't represent that part of my, you know, my background or my religion that you are so privy to because of mainstream media, or in their case, understand that, I guess, this job was something that they were given an income and direction to complete. Like, I'm not proud of a lot of and this is probably going too far, but I'm not proud of a lot of the things that I did in my financial career, right? And not because anything I did was like illegal, but I knew a lot of the times when we were either, you know, creating new fees and charges for particular bank accounts or credit cards or whatever it was, I knew they weren't right. I knew that if we were going to increase customer fees just before Christmas and then mail it out to them, and because, you know, obviously people are celebrating during Christmas and they don't see that mail and they've incurred all these fees and charges, but that was the way for us to make our yearly profit targets. I knew all of those things were wrong, but that was also my job, and it was that was a direction handed to me that I had to complete. And now I'm obviously lucky enough to be able to leave a job like that because it didn't align with me and my values. But it was what it was, right? So for anybody to hate me now because, you know, the bank that I was working for did a lot of things that consumers didn't, you know, agree with or whatever it may be, that's fair enough. But at the same time, I mean, I'd love to explain that was literally my bread and butter back then. And I was just a small fish. Like, I couldn't really do anything. I don't know if that gives you any kind of perspective, but it's a very touchy topic. But I'll just end in saying that whatever you decide based on that person's public statement is totally okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Thanks for sharing all the perspective. I mean, if anybody would, you know, essentially in part what you're sharing there is if anybody knows what it's like to be in the spotlight for different prejudices, it would be you. So, thank you for sharing all that. Really interesting, and it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this project unfolds and to see where it goes from here, for better or worse, you know.
Yeah, and I just hope that everybody is given the opportunity to come to their own judgment.
Yeah. Well, cool. Did you want to hang out, or were you just making a little cameo Sadaf?
I can hang out until I get to my destination. You know, they lifted a few of these lockdown laws, so now traffic is back at its peak. Like, a drive that would normally take me about, I don't know, half an hour is taking me about an hour and 33 minutes now.
Yeah. Wow. That'll do it. So you're feeling better now too, yeah?
COVID-wise?
Yeah, I mean, you
I
thought
had, like,
you thought you might have had it, but you tested negative, yeah.
twice. Oh my God, twice. Yeah, I don't know. I had every single symptom, and then I'd go and do a test. But when I'd go to do my test, I'd tell them that I'm only doing, despite walking in there with all the symptoms, I'd just tell them that I don't have any symptoms and I'm just doing it to go and do a blood test, or it was just, my doctor ordered me to. So both times it was negative, but I don't know. It could be the seasonal change, but I had some shocking symptoms, and my heart goes out to anybody who actually gets it. I know it's extremely difficult. I mean, my mum, she was in a 31-day isolation period, and she wasn't really honest with me the 31 days that because the doctor would call in the morning and at night and just check up on her. And she was always just saying, yeah, I'm good. And like, she would say no to all the symptoms that they'd asked about. And then fast forward to when I finally got to see her, she was like, oh my goodness, honey, I was coughing up blood. I was like, Mum, you meant to tell me all of that so I could relay it to the doctor. So it was actually, she said, probably one of the worst things she's ever experienced.
Yeah, gotcha. Well,
yeah.
So glad not only you're doing better, but your mother as well. I'm going to get into a little bit of a Bitcoin story with a prediction here. I know you're a Bitcoin investor, so I'm going to read a bit of it, and then I want your thoughts on it. Low Roller Scratcher keeps asking, why no Crypto Batman? Where's Crypto Batman? Bro, Crypto Batman was never scheduled to be on the show. In the literal title, it says Steven Steele as Crypto Batman, not Steven Steele with Crypto Batman. So I thought the title was pretty self-explanatory. Bitcoin magazine says, on their front page of their website says today, the Bitcoin price is rallying its way to 100K. Bitcoin's bull market continues after difficult and painful corrections during 2021's third quarter, with deep retracements reaching 50-60% declines. Bitcoin has not only regained all its strength, but has already surpassed its April highs of 65,000. The new all-time high at 67 has been passed, and the previous zone of weakness for bulls around 58,000 in April-May has now been reclaimed with a strong weekly close to this area. This shows that the market is way stronger at the same all-time high levels than it was in April and May. We should see unquestionable reign of the bulls for the next few weeks, with Bitcoin approaching 100,000 levels faster than the majority might expect. If Bitcoin's trend does not show any weakness for the 90 to 130,000 region, this may take Bitcoin even further. Bitcoin tends to go higher than what anybody expects during the bull markets and lower than what anybody predicts during the bear markets. And then just to kind of sum it up here, finally, the magical barrier of 100,000 is less than 60% away from the current market price, seeing more and more institutions, corporate companies, tech giants, merchants joining in and accepting cryptocurrency payments and creating new related products. The $100,000 projections doesn't seem that far away off at all. This is likely the final and last stage of a 3-year coming bull market that we've been waiting for since December of 2018, when Bitcoin recorded its lows around 3,100. This is the most exciting time in Bitcoin's history, and it's starting now. Your thoughts on that, Sadaf?
Yeah, it's looking more and more real, isn't it? It's feeling like it's we're either going to get a really good pump, or we're going to get a slight pullback and then a good pump. But yeah, I do see it happening before the end of the year. So at least 100, if not early next year. But as for the top, we don't know, but I did read somewhere that there is a major Bitcoin announcement dropping, which is going to start the actual next leg, the FOMO. So I mean, other than big names announcing that they're putting it on their balance sheet, or even I don't know, maybe Elon announcing that he's going to reverse and start accepting Bitcoin for his vehicles. Something is brewing.
Yeah, something's brewing. So you're pretty bullish about the projection of Bitcoin reaching 100K by the end of the year yet?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we've waited long enough.
I mean, that's coming up pretty soon, Sadaf. You think
Yep.
Bitcoin can hit 100K by the end of December in 2 months?
Look, I was thinking probably early next year, but I'm a bit more convinced now that a few of the traders that I respect quite a fair bit are calling for that, and they've got. I mean, these are seasoned people with years of experience, and they've got the data backing it. So I think I'm more confident that it'll probably hit before either by end of December, or we'll just kind of spill into the start of next year.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I think it's going to come. I just don't know. I'm like 90% certain that Bitcoin's going to hit 100K within the first quarter of 2022. By all metrics I'm looking, it's shaping up to be that 2022, the first quarter of 2022, could likely be the most bullish we've ever seen the market in crypto history. So obviously, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just I mean, every time we say that, it does something and it surprises us. Like printing a 10K candle, like it can happen within hours, really. Like, so yeah, I think that's why I'm becoming a bit more bullish for this side of the year, because it's just doing things that not a lot of people are getting right. So yeah, it's really surprising us.
Slide Edge coming with a $5 super chat. There's a reason why you'll never see Crypto Batman and Steven Steele in the same place at the same time. Heck, right now I believe Sadaf is Wonder Woman. Yeah, that's funny. Thank you, Sliding Edge. Justin.
Did someone just call me Wonder Woman?
He said, heck, right now I believe that Sadaf is Wonder Woman. Yeah.
I love you too.
Yeah. She's in her Wonder Woman mobile as we speak right now with the top down.
It feels so, you know what, I've got a sunroof and it just feels so weird. I feel like I don't know how to drive anymore. It's been so long since I've been in a car.
Sadaf, now, what was Wonder Woman's superpower? Her weapon was a lasso. It was like a lasso of truth or something like that. Do you recall?
No, I don't think I've even watched any of that. I think I've watched a recent one, 1984, or whatever it was. Maybe I'm talking about something else. I don't know. I'm so bad with movies, and I think Catherine posted the other day, what's the worst movie you've ever watched? And like I posted a movie on there, and so many people were like, what? Are you stupid? How did you not understand that? But No Country for Old Men. I found that so ridiculous. Like, at the end of the movie, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. What was the purpose of this movie? And I'm normally okay with this stuff. And so, yeah, I don't think I'm a good movie buff.
What was that? I drank your milkshake?
Huh?
I think that was like wasn't that like a quintessential quote from that movie? I drink your milkshake or something like that.
I don't even remember. Like, I just remember this man hunting this other guy down. It didn't make any sense. But the person who recommended it to me, funnily enough, you know, if you heard the way this guy convinced me to watch this movie because of how, you know, critically acclaimed it was, or how, you know, amazing it was, I watched it the night he recommended it to me, and I felt so ripped off.
Yeah. I watched it once so long ago, but I remember I was watching it with a lady friend, and I was like falling in and out of sleep and wasn't paying attention really to the movie for other reasons. But it never. All I remember is it didn't. What's that?
You were chilling.
Right, I was chilling, and but it never struck me as a movie that really particularly engaged me. Jason Huffman coming in with some nice super stickers there with some just hippo madness. I got $3 super sticker, $5 super sticker. Thank you for that, Jason, and a $10 super sticker of the hippopotamus on the turbo overdrive gaming chair. Appreciate that, Jason. Thank you so much for keeping the lights on over here at Steele HQ. I've been seeing Crypto.com all over the mainstream cultural landscape lately, even in NFL commercials. Yeah, we've been seeing the permeation of crypto into the mainstream over the last couple months, over the last 2 months than we've ever seen in the history of it. Particularly when it comes to the intertwinement between particular crypto trading apps and platforms and professional sports. Are you getting any of that over there in Australia? Probably not as much.
Nah, not really.
Yeah, in America, it's becoming more and more prevalent. I mean, we get like, I just reported earlier on the show that Robinhood just has synced up and joined up in efforts with Burger King to do a cross promotion thing. So they're having
I saw that.
Yeah, crypto giveaway contests and all this kind of stuff, and I think these are huge bullish signs of adoption. Go ahead.
I was just going to say the only thing we're doing like giveaways for are like vaccine giveaways. Sorry, I keep going back to that topic, but that's what I saw the other day on TV. There was an ad. Anybody who got their like second shot, they go into a raffle for $1 million. So that's where Australia's at right now. We haven't really adopted crypto as well.
Interesting. I know that YouTube is pretty sensitive to that topic, so I know that much. But that is that does say a lot. Jason Huffman coming with another $10 super sticker of the hippo getting wrecked on the turbocharged gaming chair, the chair falling apart. I didn't even know that one existed. I've seen a lot of them, but I've never seen that one, Jason. You are cracking me up. And Donna, how do you do super stickers? I believe when you just do super chat, there's like a super sticker option right above the super chat. I believe on my computer anyway. So there we have it. Let's see what else we got in here, guys. There's Elon warns Austin, Texas, not to become a copycat of San Francisco, California. Austin should be its own city, not San Francisco copycat, the billionaire tweeted. Musk was responding to a Fox News report earlier Sunday about the proposal in Austin to bulk up the city's police department as a series of reports on the city's record numbers of homicides in 2021. Proposition A, a ballot measure for the November 2nd election backed by the group Save Austin Now, would require at least 2 Austin police officers for every 1,000 residents and would provide officers with an additional 40 hours of police training each year on topics such as weapon proficiency and active shooter scenarios. It comes after the Austin City Council voted in the wake of the George Floyd protests last year to cut $150 million from its police department budget, a little more than a third of its total budget, my goodness, and reinvest that money into public services. Since then, the city has experienced nearly a 71% increase in homicide. Musk wow. I didn't know that. Musk made headlines earlier this year after he announced Tesla's headquarters will be moving to Austin from Fremont, California, in part because of the cost of living. Let's see. Here in Austin, our factories are like 5 minutes from the airport, 15 minutes from downtown, and we're going to create an ecological paradise here because we're right on the Colorado River, he added. It's gonna be great. So some very interesting, a bit spicy commentary from Elon. Elon just all over the media this last week for a number of reasons. Kind of Elon striking back here. I mean, he struck back against the administration. He's just kind of drawing various lines in the sand. He's just been pretty spicy this last week. Donna in the chat.
Sorry,
Good.
No, he's been so funny this week. That's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, he's been on a roll. And Donna says her family's in the process of moving out of the San Francisco Bay Area. I used to spend quite a bit of time there as a recording artist. Used to do a lot of touring and playing a lot of shows there. Of course, that was about 10 years ago or so, maybe even a bit more. My goodness, time flies. But it was even a different landscape about 10, 12 years ago in San Francisco than I imagine it is now. I haven't been there in the last 5 or 6 years. So, it's one of those things where regardless of I really, really don't want to get in any political persuasions about this at all. But if we just look at the facts on the ground, when you cut a police force by the totality of its annual budget by 1/3, and then your homicide rate goes up 71% in less than a year and a half, something's up, right? I mean, it's when you got facts that plain, you're forced to reevaluate your budgetary decisions, coordinating with that kind of increase. So obviously, Elon has just relocated to Texas, and he obviously left California for multiple reasons. And he's like, oh my gosh, like we can't repeat and become the same place I just left, right? So, and obviously he has a lot of money and investment on the line too. He's just really taking people on. Did you get this? I talked a little bit about this earlier, Sadaf, but the mainstream media was attacking Elon by saying he's a selfish billionaire and he could solve world hunger with $2 billion.
I saw a quoted tweet of that statement by the UN, and before I even read the second point, because it said if Elon Musk donates, I don't know what, 6 billion of his wealth, it could solve world hunger. Before I even read the second part, which obviously the guy ended up agreeing with the statement I'm about to make, all I thought was, why hasn't the UN used what the UN already has to solve world hunger? Like, why are you attacking this expectation that we have of, if X celebrity, and that's coming, like, if I do it or you do it, fair enough. We don't have the money to do the thing that we're stating that could be done. But it's the UN, and they have plenty of donations for that same purpose that haven't come to fruition, but it's very, very, like, easy to just jump on, like, Elon and his wealth and how it could solve it. And his responses, I think, were amazing. He was just like, yeah, do, like, open source accounting and show me exactly how it would, and I'll sell my stocks right now, like, and do it. So it's not like he was, like, the thing is, I don't know why you'd want to kind of mess with someone like that. He knows what's up.
Yeah, it's not that Elon, from what I can tell, it's not that Elon Musk doesn't have the will. He just wants to make sure he's not flushing money down the toilet. It's not that he's not willing to allocate large portions of money to assisting to solve our planet's predominant, pressing, urgent problems. He just wants to make sure that it actually is going to be put to good use, that is going to get real results, which I think is perfectly understandable.
Yeah, and he did ask that, and obviously there was no response. But, like, we already know that there's plenty of money being donated for the same reasons, and, like, I don't see it being addressed as easily as they make us, a tweet asking or giving you scenarios where it could be addressed with someone else's wealth. Like, it's kind of pathetic.
Yeah, I agree. It was kind of like one of these things where Elon was just getting hammered over and over again for like weeks, and then finally this week he just kind of broke open and has unleashed, and so it's been all Elon just kind of barking back and striking back after kind of being attacked from all sides, and it was a very coordinated narrative on all sides of the mainstream media against him, which is interesting because they seem to kind of give Jeff Bezos more or less a free pass comparatively.
Yeah, he shared such a funny video of Biden. Did you see that one? It's just a video of part of his speech, like many of his other speeches makes zero sense. But he said, he's like, when they elected me into office 180 years ago, and he continues talking, like he didn't even...
When they elected me 180 years ago?
Yeah, he goes, yeah, when they elected me, it was 180 years ago. And Elon was like, is this a joke or is this like a joke? I don't get it. Like, it was, yeah, what is up with you guys? And Grandpa, like, he is literally in every video that I watch. I mean, not that ours is any better right now. Everyone's just being funky.
Yeah. I didn't catch that. But admittedly, I haven't been super on top of, like, the political news cycle at all recently. So it doesn't surprise me. The gas galore. Is that what was? Did Elon like respond to that on Twitter recently?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah. He didn't share it. He just commented on it. Someone else had shared it.
Thomas Rowe.
It's
go
funny.
ahead. Go ahead. What?
It's funny.
Yeah.
Because he just continues talking, and I don't think he's aware that he said what he said. So that's how, because you kind of wait for him to, correct himself, and he doesn't. So then you just end up laughing.
4 scores and 180 years ago. Mr. Rowe saying Elon and Steve rock. Thank you. Hey, what do you think of Tiger King coin? It's Pamp. Yeah, so again, earlier someone asked me about this earlier in the show, but let me take a look. Yeah, it looks like Tiger King coin's in some minor retracement right now. I definitely put it within the healthy margins of retracement, but overall, Tiger King coin has been doing very good over the last week. What more can I add? It's showing like healthy margins of retracement while continuously growing every day. It's looking incredibly bullish, but in a healthy way. So yeah, I don't really have any more to add to it than that. The community seems to be getting stronger. Yeah, go ahead.
What was Tiger King's wife's name? I forgot.
Did Tiger King have a wife?
Well, whatever that woman was.
Carol Baskin?
Yeah. Or girlfriend or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Or arch nemesis. But is this her coin? Because she did make a coin.
Cat coin.
So that, oh my goodness, so that did survive. Oh my god.
Well, I don't know if it survived. I don't even know if it's still around. I haven't heard much about it. I don't think it's doing all that great, but I know she came out with a crypto called Cat Coin.
Okay, all right.
The tigers versus the cats out here. It's a jungle.
That's crazy. And did you see Squid Coin? Ugh.
What coin? Yeah, I covered that earlier. The rug pull there.
Yeah, that was caught live, and that was pretty entertaining as well. You look, the thing is, like, I think I put someone say Tama, and someone Floki, but like I'm sure everyone's aware of why we put money on these and what the risk is with it, right? Just, I mean, really, the people who held Shiba, like especially after Vitalik dumped it, like I can't imagine a lot of people actually held that. Like that fear would have made you sell it when he did that. So yeah, that's why I just always, even if something kind of tanks, I always just leave it there because you never know what'll happen.
Yeah, I've actually learned my lesson on that a couple of times with these SHIT coins where, I put a tiny bit of money into it and then I just trade it out for BNB, and then out of nowhere it has like one day where it just goes totally parabolic, and then I'm like, what happened? How did that come back to life that way? But it only lasts usually like a day or two tops. But you
gotta catch it.
Yeah, you gotta catch it. But yeah, you're right. There's definitely a lesson to be learned there. So that doesn't come as a surprise. And anytime you're, I covered that earlier. Even the website is squidcoin.cash. To me, that's like a huge red flag. That just sounds like a scam site right off the bat. Like .cash.
Squidcoin.cash grab. Oh my god! Can I tell you guys a very interesting story?
Go right ahead.
Okay, so you guys are aware of the account I'm trying to expose, Nina FX _.
Wait, come again?
So there's an account that's growing rapidly. I think, 2 months ago it was on like 10,000 followers, and now it's on almost 80.
Okay.
But the account is Nina FX _. Ask the guys in the chat if they know this account. Like,
I know of it. Yeah.
You know of it? Okay. So, I had a feeling that this account was extremely sus back in the day, and people used to tag me in their posts and say, "Oh my God, you guys look like sisters," and so I just blocked the account because I was like, this is a guy running the account. It just seems weird. Anyway, so fast forward to like a week ago, a few people sent me a DM. One dude purchased miners off this individual, whoever it may be. It's actually a network of scammers. And then another individual invested about 40K in a pump and dump coordinated by it and its team. and then it was just like a whole heap of addresses and just a lot of mess, right? So I was like, okay, I need to do something. Like, I need to find out who the real Nina is. So listen to how crazy this is. Somebody else, which is who's very respected in the meme coin community, and they've put out a lot of great content for new meme coins and stuff, and massive following, reached out to me and said that they've been investigating this account for quite a while. And then they sent a list of accounts that had a very similar theme, and they were all kind of retweeting each other. And that's why some of the tweets of mine you see in the last 2 days, I'm literally just mimicking what she's doing because it's that ridiculous, right? But it's getting some of her followers on my page because I have something planned. So then one of my followers did a really good job and found the actual girl on Instagram. And I reached out to her and I said, hey, there's an account on Twitter, because she doesn't have a Twitter, that's using all your pictures, and it's an actual network. When I say network, I'm talking like people actually are employed. So she said, look, I've been trying to remove the account for quite a while, but because my scammers actually have more followers than I do, for every time I report it, Twitter ends up taking my account down or my Instagram down. So she goes, I just don't know what to do other than just keep raising awareness and telling people that this is me, and all these other accounts aren't, right? So then we left it at that, and then I had a little Q&A on my Instagram the day after, and one of my followers asked, what my background was and where I was born, and I responded, and I said, I'm from Afghanistan, but I was born in India. And she actually replied to me later that night. She goes, you got to be kidding me that you're Afghan and you were born in India. And I said, no, why? And she said, because I'm also Afghan, and I'm also born. I was also, yeah. So she was born in India as well, right? And then we ended up living on the same street, like in the same place in India.
No way.
And then
oh my gosh,
it's crazy. So we're actually trying to find out, and we were voice noting each other, and she can speak my language, and she's 100% legitimate. So our mums are actually now trying to gather some photos from 1993 that we could kind of marry up and see. Like, I think she's one of my long lost friends, and it's been crazy. But what we decided to do was actually do like a video call where she kind of just denounces Nina and lets everybody know that Nina has nothing to do with her and she's not that account. And I was going to post it up, but I mean, now that I see how many people, like, just a comment about an NFT has people, like, tracking all my wallets, and, I mean, not that they got anything, but I'm like, I don't know if it's safe to do it, but I could maybe ask her to at least create the video, and maybe I could just share that. But how crazy is that?
That's wild and full of just wild coincidences. That's incredible. That's incredible. Wow.
That's what I was texting you about the other night. I was like, you won't believe what just happened. So we spent like 2 hours on the phone, and we're like, did you go there, and did you do... Our parents even knew each other back in our home country. Like, it's crazy. The story is actually crazy, and I kind of wanted to share that story and expose the scammer, but now I'm like, it's an entire network that works out of Dubai. So I'm like, I don't even know if that's safe to do.
Yeah. Rock Lobster coming in with a $50 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Rock Lobster. Appreciate it. He says, crab dance, dude. Oh boy. So I will attempt to do the Crypto Batman crab dance at the behest of your $50 super chat. But I'm kind of limited because my setup. I don't have a streaming couch. I don't have multi-camera angles like Crypto Batman does. But I will give it a little bit of a go and squat down and give some crab dancing here. So, firstly, we will go, just in the spirit of Crypto Batman, Moonbats assemble! I don't have the crazy crab dance music playing but as I watch myself go back and forth in this Crypto Batman wig, I actually look like a balding schoolgirl. Okay, hope that's enough to suffice. When I get my streaming desk proper, it will be much more lifelike, or like his rather. Anyway, there you have it. There you have it. Thank you, Rock Lobster. Appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Whew. So, are you able to see my get-ups, Sadaf? Did you see it on your phone?
Can I see what? I literally just stopped. I'm at my location. I can see your wig. Oh my god. Terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is the get-up. This is the get-up.
I love it. I love it. I'm going to have to love you guys and leave you. I'm at my location.
Love us and leave us, baby.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks for making the cameo, Sadaf. We love hearing from you.
Love you guys. Okay, bye.
All right, ciao. Talk to you soon. Sadaf Jadran, ladies and gentlemen. You can find her at Sadaf Jadran on Twitter, Jadran. And let me fix the screen here and give you guys some visual back. There we go. Let's see. Okay, I guess I'm caught up on what's going on in the chat. Let's see if there's any other news I wanted to get to tonight. Oh, this is pretty cool. You guys know who Aaron Rodgers is? He's a legendary quarterback for the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers to convert part of his salary into Bitcoin. The Green Bay Packers quarterback is reigning 2020 NFL MVP. Announced Monday he partnered with Cash App to turn part of his NFL salary into Bitcoin. Bitcoin to the moon, Rodgers said while sipping what appeared to be liquor. That's why I'm pumped that I recently teamed up with Cash App. They have enabled me to take part in my NFL salary in Bitcoin for the first time. Rodgers made the announcement with his John Wick Halloween costume on. John Wick, that's pretty good. Not as good as a crypto Batman costume, though, I might add. Rodgers also announced that he would be giving $1 million in Bitcoin away to his fans as part of a promotion. That's probably given to him by Cash App, I'm sure. The Packers quarterback signed a four-year deal, $134 million deal with the team before the start of the 2018 season. He's due to earn just over $1.1 million in salary, with more than $22 million earned for his signing and roster bonuses. Rodgers, the latest athlete who has gotten into the world of cryptocurrencies and alternative investments. Tom Brady helped to launch Autograph, an NFT platform that he also lured his friend and teammate Rob Gronkowski into. Brady has also done commercials for FTX Trading, a cryptocurrency exchange platform. So yeah, pretty cool. So here we have first Tom Brady with FTX, and now Aaron Rodgers with the unlikely crypto partnership with Cash App. I honestly didn't see that coming. The Cash App, a Bitcoin, huge ad marketing promotion. I didn't see that, honestly. But that's pretty wild. I'm just catching up on what's going on in the chat, you guys. Mama Crypto. Oh my God, I love it. Mama Crypto, better late than never. Let's go to the next news story, guys. Okay. This comes courtesy of CNBC. Shiba Inu passes Dogecoin in the top 10 cryptocurrencies. Here's what drives their growth. Taylor Locke reports, two meme cryptocurrencies, both inspired by the Shiba Inu dogs, are now within top 10 by market value. As of Monday afternoon, Dogecoin, which launched in 2013, ranks number 10 with a market value of over $35 billion. A token called Shiba Inu, which launched in 2020 to poke fun at Dogecoin. I disagree. That's not why Shiba Inu was launched. It wasn't launched to poke fun at Dogecoin. It was launched off of the heels of the marketing success of Dogecoin to capitalize on that. Don't get it twisted, MSM. Now ranks number 9 with a market value of over 38 billion. Shiba Inu hit an all-time high on Thursday. Since Wednesday, both Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have frequently swapped places in ranking, competing in somewhat of a rivalry. In fact, the Shiba Inu community refers to it as the Dogecoin killer. But although their supporters may not want to admit it, Dogecoin and Shiba Inu have had key characteristics in common. Caitlin Cook, head of community at the crypto asset management tech company OnRamp Invest, tells CNBC. Boy, is that a long description of that person. Both are largely driven by communities behind them. The Dogecoin community and the Shiba Inu community are very, very vocal and committed, she explains. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Strength of the community. Altcoins like Shiba Inu are predominantly community-based, meaning their success is largely dependent on the success and growth of this community instead of the utility. Douglas Boneparth, certified financial planner of blah, 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 blah. I hate when they give like the super long descriptions of who they are and what their job position is. Like, who gives a shit? But I will say that's in part true. I mean, the community is very passionate and very committed, but there's also, it's also predominantly made up of some whales that have seemed to have coordinated to push its surge. Not unlike other cryptocurrencies, though, in that regard. But it's notable. Both Shiba Inu and Dogecoin's growth could be largely attributed to supporters hyping them up, Cook says. It's the power of the people that are amplifying that kind of drives the performance a lot of the time, she says. That includes supporters like Elon Musk. Musk tweets about blah, 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 we know. A few times throughout 2021, Shiba Inu appeared to jump after Musk repeatedly posted images of his puppy. Musk clarified that he doesn't own any Shiba Inu tokens, that he only owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. But overall, the current surge is so much community-driven that any token or coin out there has the opportunity to run up like this if someone with a big microphone is amplifying it. And that talks about the higher volatility of such projects. Doesn't teach us anything new really thereafter, guys. But interesting and notable. So right now, Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, just kind of neck and neck, jockeying back and forth for that market cap position. Where it goes next, who knows, guys? But right now, Dogecoin is trading very comfortably above 27 cents. And this is a good new floor to establish. It really is. It really is. Guys, well, I don't really have that much more to add on to this night's show. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for coming out and showing support, and I hope you had fun. Hope you got something out of this broadcast. I hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow night, I will be back again as Crypto Batman with Nick Balls as the Tiger King. As we get down to it, it's going to be massive. Thank you for staying up late on this weeknight and partying with me. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Thank you again. Until next time, this is Steele signing out.